Chosen one, what I'm about to share will change your life forever. This isn't just another message, it's a divine appointment, a sacred connection that transcends the ordinary. If you're watching this, God has led you here for a reason, a purposeful alignment of destiny and grace that proves you are exactly where you're meant to be. For far too long, you may have felt trapped in a cycle of scarcity, chasing after dreams that always seem just out of reach. But today marks the beginning of a new era. From now on, you will never lack money. God Himself is taking charge of your wealth and prosperity. Imagine waking up each day with the comforting assurance that every financial need is met, every bill paid, and every dream fueled by divine provision. This is not a mere promise, it's a transformative declaration that your financial struggles are ending, and a season of abundance is beginning. Have you ever wondered if there's more destined for you? Have you felt the stirrings of a purpose that goes beyond the mundane, beckoning you to step into a reality filled with blessings and wonder? Today, I invite you to envision a future where every challenge is met with divine opportunity, a life where the limitations of yesterday dissolve into the endless possibilities of tomorrow. Picture a world where abundance blooms around you like a garden in full spring, each petal a symbol of God's unending generosity. In this sacred moment, let your heart open wide to the truth that miracles are unfolding right before your eyes. Every struggle you have faced, every moment of doubt and despair, is now being redefined as a stepping stone toward a brighter, more prosperous future. Your financial worries will soon become distant memories, replaced by the radiant promise of wealth and success that flows effortlessly into your life. Embrace this divine shift with confidence and excitement. Feel the power of this revelation resonate deep within your soul as you recognize that every coin, every dollar, is a testament to God's boundless favor. Your abundance is not accidental, it is a reflection of the heavenly plan crafted uniquely for you. With every breath, you are drawing in the energy of prosperity, with every heartbeat, you are aligning closer to a destiny of financial freedom. If this message stirs your spirit and ignites a spark of hope in your heart, hit that like button and subscribe to stay connected with more divine insights. Together, we will journey into this new chapter where faith meets fortune, and every step is guided by a higher power. Let's dive into this powerful revelation together, embracing a future where you are not just surviving, but thriving in abundance. Remember, you are truly chosen, destined for a life overflowing with miracles, prosperity, and the radiant light of divine favor. Chosen one, you are not ordinary. In fact, you have been handpicked by God for greatness, a sacred calling that distinguishes you from the rest. Today, I stand before you to declare the divine promise of abundance that God has lovingly set aside just for you. This promise is not merely about accumulating wealth, it's about a transformative overflow of prosperity in every area of your life. When God chooses someone, it's never by accident. You have been selected for a purpose far greater than what the eyes can see. God vows to provide an everlasting flow of wealth, a richness that transcends the limits of mere money. It is an assurance that every need of yours will be met, not just in the physical realm but in your spirit, relationships, and overall well-being. Imagine a life where the word lack is nothing more than a distant memory, replaced by the vibrant reality of divine overflow, a life where blessings pour down like a never-ending fountain. Consider the comforting words of Scripture. Philippians 4 verse 19 states, "My God will supply all your needs." These sacred words are more than just a reminder, they are a powerful promise that underscores God's unwavering commitment to you. Each time you have faced a challenge or struggled with scarcity, know that these moments were only temporary pauses in the grand narrative of your divine destiny. God's promise is a testament to His unending love and provision for you. Reflect on your journey thus far. Every hardship, every trial was designed to prepare you for this very moment of breakthrough. Have you ever felt that there was something more waiting for you, a hidden treasure that only the divine can unveil? Now is the time to embrace that truth. The abundance God promises is not confined to your bank account, it is a holistic prosperity that nurtures your soul and ignites your spirit. Picture your life as a garden, where every seed of faith blossoms into a harvest of blessings, and every step you take is guided by divine favor. Yet, to fully claim this promise, there is one crucial step you must take: letting go of everything that has held you back. It isn't enough to simply desire this wealth, you must also release the doubts, fears, and limitations that have anchored you to a state of scarcity. Ask yourself, what negative thoughts or past disappointments have I allowed to stand in the way of my divine destiny? As you begin to shed these burdens, you create space for the magnificent flow of abundance that God has orchestrated for you. Let this message seep into every fiber of your being. Allow it to transform uncertainty into unshakable faith and hesitation into confident action. Each day, remind yourself that you were chosen for a purpose far beyond the ordinary, and that God's promise of eternal abundance is your birthright. With every breath, imagine drawing in the divine energy of prosperity, a wealth that nourishes your mind, body, and soul. Now, as you stand at the threshold of this new season, take a moment to feel the quiet certainty of God's provision. Embrace this promise, let go of your past limitations, and step boldly into the future that awaits you, a future defined by endless blessings, unwavering faith, and a life overflowing with divine abundance. Chosen one, I know that your journey has not been an easy one. You may have faced moments of profound lack, felt the sting of rejection, and battled endlessly with money, each struggle leaving its own mark on your heart. These trials, though painful, have been stepping stones on your path to greatness. But today, I want you to understand something powerful: those days are over, God is rewriting your story, and the hardships you once endured are being transformed into the very foundation of your future abundance. Reflect for a moment on all the times you felt weighed down by the burden of financial struggles. Each time you encountered a setback, it might have seemed as though the world was conspiring to keep you in a state of scarcity. Yet, in the midst of those dark moments, there was always a flicker of hope, a whisper reminding you that you are destined for more. Have you ever wondered why those trials seemed relentless? Perhaps they were not punishments, but rather preparations for the divine breakthroughs that lie ahead. I once knew someone who believed that struggle was their permanent fate, a person who had resigned themselves to a life of hardship. They carried the belief that their past defined their future, and every obstacle was proof of their unworthiness. But then, something miraculous happened. When they finally surrendered to God's plan, they began to let go of the heavy burdens of the past. With each release, the weight on their shoulders lifted, and they discovered a freedom they had never known. That transformation wasn't just about finding financial stability, it was about reclaiming their spirit and stepping into a new season of life. Their story is a testament to the fact that when you let go of old pain, you create space for the divine to fill you with abundance. Imagine for a moment that you are holding tightly to a backpack filled with every hardship and disappointment. Over time, the weight becomes unbearable, hindering your ability to move forward. Now, envision setting that backpack down, just for a moment. Feel the relief as the weight lifts, replaced by the gentle, assuring presence of divine support. The weight lifts when you trust Him, and each burden you release paves the way for a renewed sense of purpose and possibility. Let go of the pain, chosen one, it is time to step into your new season. Allow yourself to release those memories of lack and rejection, knowing that they do not define you. They are but shadows of a past that God is transforming into stepping stones toward a brighter future. Embrace the truth that your struggles are being repurposed into lessons of strength and resilience. Each challenge you faced was a whisper from the divine, urging you to grow, to learn, and to prepare for the overwhelming blessings that are coming your way. With the past firmly behind you, confidence becomes your next step. Let this moment be a turning point, a time when you choose to leave behind the chains of yesterday and walk boldly into a future brimming with promise. Trust in the divine process, knowing that every struggle has led you to this very moment of potential and hope. Today, you stand on the threshold of a life where abundance is not just a dream, but a living reality, ready to envelop you in its warm embrace. Chosen one, the journey to true confidence begins not with relying solely on your own strength, but with embracing the unwavering truth that God is always by your side. True confidence isn't built on your individual abilities or achievements, it's rooted in the deep, unshakable knowledge that God has your back. It's not about you, it's about trusting in a divine plan that surpasses every human limitation. Imagine a small child, cradled in the loving arms of a parent, utterly secure and unafraid because they know their every need is taken care of. That image is a powerful metaphor for your relationship with God. Picture yourself stepping into every situation with the same fearless trust, knowing that just as a child trusts a parent, you too are supported by a divine force that meets your every need. With this vision in your heart, you can walk into any room with confidence, knowing that every step you take is guided by a love that never fails. This confidence in Him, not in you, is transformative. It shifts your perspective from self-reliance to divine reliance. Every time you face a challenge or enter a new environment, let the thought echo in your mind, God's got your back. This is the essence of true confidence. It is not about projecting an image of strength, but about feeling an inner peace that comes from knowing that you are never alone. When you trust completely in God's plan, every obstacle becomes an opportunity, and every moment of uncertainty is met with the certainty of His provision. Think back on moments when you felt overwhelmed or inadequate. Those experiences, though painful, were not meant to define you. Instead, they were stepping stones leading you toward a deeper understanding of divine care. When you release the urge to lean solely on your own capabilities, you open yourself to the limitless power of God's grace. Each time you choose to put your faith in Him, the anxiety of self-doubt fades away, replaced by a calm assurance that you are being guided by a higher purpose. Embracing this confidence prepares you for all the responsibilities that come with the blessings ahead. It empowers you to step into roles and situations that once seemed daunting. With divine confidence, you'll find the courage to take risks, to speak your truth, and to pursue opportunities without hesitation. The knowledge that God is orchestrating every detail of your life allows you to move forward boldly, knowing that each step is under His careful watch. Remember, chosen one, that true strength lies not in the absence of fear but in the ability to overcome it with faith. Let the mantra, confidence in Him, not in you, resonate within you every day. Allow it to guide you as you meet each challenge with a spirit of trust and resilience. As you continue on this journey, every room you enter will reflect the light of divine assurance, every encounter will be imbued with the promise of divine provision, and every moment will serve as a reminder that you are never alone. Now, stand tall with a heart full of confidence, knowing that with God by your side, you are destined for greatness. Embrace this truth, and let it propel you toward a future filled with endless possibilities and unwavering faith. Chosen one, understand that the wealth you now receive is not solely for your comfort or personal gain, it is a sacred tool, a divine instrument intended for God's greater purpose. Every blessing, every dollar that flows into your life is a part of a grander design, entrusted to you to be used wisely and generously. It's not just for you, it's a tool for God's purpose. Imagine for a moment that your wealth is like a radiant beam of light, not meant to be hidden away in the shadows of self-interest, but to illuminate the lives of others. With every act of giving, you become a channel for divine love, turning resources into opportunities, and transforming lives in ways you may never have imagined. Picture yourself extending a helping hand to those in need, sponsoring education for a child, or providing comfort to a struggling family. See yourself blessing others, knowing that every act of stewardship is a testament to the power of God working through you. You have been entrusted with an abundance not merely to accumulate, but to manage wisely. True stewardship means recognizing that wealth is a responsibility, a duty to use what has been given for the greater good. With each financial decision, you have the opportunity to sow seeds of hope and nurture a future where abundance flows not only in your life but in the lives of those around you. Think of the countless ways you can impact your community, from supporting local charities to inspiring others with your example. With every thoughtful investment and generous contribution, you manifest God's plan of prosperity and care. Yet, with great blessing comes the test of doubt. There may be moments when you question whether you deserve such abundance, or when the weight of responsibility feels overwhelming. In those times, remember that your wealth is not a measure of your own worth, it is a sign of God's favor and a call to action. When doubt creeps in, reflect on the truth that you are merely a steward of these blessings, entrusted by a higher power to do good. Let that thought empower you to overcome hesitation, knowing that every challenge is an opportunity to demonstrate faith in action. Embrace this responsibility with both humility and boldness. Allow the vision of a life dedicated to service and compassion to guide you. Imagine a future where your wealth is the catalyst for positive change, a means to build bridges, mend broken hearts, and uplift those who have long been forgotten. The impact of your stewardship will ripple out, touching lives in ways that extend far beyond material wealth. Remember, chosen one, that every blessing you receive is a divine invitation to live out God's purpose. It's a call to transform not only your own life but also the lives of countless others. As you manage this abundance, do so with intention, integrity, and love. Stand firm in your duty, knowing that every decision made in the spirit of generosity further aligns you with the divine plan. Step boldly into this role, and let your wealth become a living testimony to the goodness and purpose of God's blessings in your life. Chosen one, as you step into this season of abundance, know that the journey is not without its challenges. Some will doubt you, others may even mock your blessings, questioning the divine favor that now graces your life. But let me remind you, their words can't undo God's promises. Your wealth is secure, for it is divinely ordained and safeguarded by the Almighty. When negativity surrounds you, remember that no one can steal what God has given. His promises are unshakable, and His love is your shield. Imagine standing firm like a mighty tree, roots deep in the soil of faith, impervious to the storms of criticism and doubt. The voices of naysayers may roar, yet they are but fleeting echoes compared to the eternal truth of God's word. Their doubts are not a reflection of your worth, but merely the limitations of those who have not yet embraced the fullness of divine provision. You are called to rise above, to let the confidence that comes from knowing God is with you drown out every whisper of discouragement. In times of uncertainty, the best strategy is to remain focused on the source of your strength. Surround yourself with faith-filled people, those who encourage you, uplift you, and remind you of the greater purpose behind your blessings. Their support will fortify you, allowing you to see beyond the momentary shadows cast by doubt. When you feel the sting of mockery or the chill of criticism, recall the promise that God's richness isn't fleeting, it's eternal. His provision is not a temporary fix but a perpetual flow that sustains you through every trial. Consider this: every time you face a mocking remark or a doubting glance, you have an opportunity to reaffirm your trust in God's plan. Stand tall and declare with bold defiance, "My wealth is a testament to God's eternal promise, and no human opinion can alter that truth." This is not just a statement, it is a declaration of your divine identity, a reminder that your blessings come from a power far greater than any mortal force. Your confidence in Him, not in the fleeting opinions of others, is what sets you free. Let the fire of conviction warm your spirit. When doubt creeps in, use it as fuel to drive you closer to God. Immerse yourself in prayer, meditate on scriptures, and let the affirmations of faith echo in your heart. Surround yourself with reminders of God's faithfulness, be it through uplifting music, inspirational testimonies, or the company of those who share your belief. These acts of faith are your armor against the corrosive effects of negativity. Remember, chosen one, that every moment of doubt is an invitation to deepen your reliance on God. Each challenge you encounter is an opportunity to demonstrate that your faith is not swayed by the transient opinions of the world. Instead, let your life be a living testament to the truth that when God blesses, no force on earth can diminish that blessing. So, rise with defiant strength and step forward with the certainty that your wealth, both material and spiritual, is divinely protected. Embrace every challenge as a stepping stone toward a future where God's richness reigns eternal. Your journey is not defined by the doubts of others, but by the unyielding promise of God, a promise that secures your blessings and affirms that, indeed, you are destined for greatness. Chosen one, God's blessings are not bound by time, they flow ceaselessly, like an eternal cascade of abundance that nourishes your soul and secures your destiny. In the realm of divine provision, there is no expiration, no moment when the gifts of our Creator fade away. Imagine a river that never dries, its waters constantly renewed by a source so powerful and pure that it overflows in every season. This is the nature of God's richness, an endless, vibrant flow that transcends the limits of mortal life. Every blessing that graces your path is a testament to the everlasting promise of God's love and care. Just as the sun rises and sets with unwavering regularity, so does His provision shine upon you, illuminating even the darkest moments of your journey. Picture an endless garden in perpetual bloom, where every flower and leaf sings the melody of divine favor. In this garden, time holds no sway, for God's blessings are as perennial as the stars that embellish the night sky. This divine provision is not meant to be hoarded for a fleeting moment, it is a sacred legacy, a heritage that blesses you and extends its bounty to generations yet unborn. Visualize your wealth as a precious seed planted in fertile soil, destined to grow into a mighty tree whose branches reach far beyond your own lifetime. This tree will provide shelter, nourishment, and hope to countless souls, offering a refuge of grace and opportunity under its expansive canopy. With every act of stewardship, every gesture of generosity, you add another ring to this tree of life, ensuring that your blessings resonate through time and transform lives. Embracing the eternal nature of God's richness means understanding that your wealth is not merely a measure of material comfort, it is a sacred trust. It is a trust to uplift the weary, to reach out to those in need, and to kindle the flame of hope in a world often shrouded in darkness. Imagine an endless cascade of abundance, each drop a symbol of divine favor, falling not only upon you but rippling outward to touch lives far and wide. Your blessings become a ripple in the vast ocean of God's love, spreading and multiplying in ways beyond your wildest dreams. Now, as you stand at the threshold of this timeless promise, let your heart swell with awe and wonder at the lasting impact of divine provision. God's richness is a gift without end, a perpetual fountain that invites you to dream boldly and to reach ever higher. In this boundless flow, you find not only material wealth but also the strength, wisdom, and compassion to effect lasting change. Now, let's see how to use it for impact. Harness this divine bounty to light up the lives around you, to build bridges of hope, and to create a legacy that endures. In this sacred dance of abundance and legacy, you are both a beneficiary and a beacon, a living testament to the eternal, unending grace of God. Chosen one, imagine for a moment that every dollar you earn is not just a means to live, but a seed from which hope and transformation can blossom. Your wealth is a powerful instrument, designed by God not merely for personal comfort but to serve His greater purpose. It's time to put that divine bounty to work, build schools, feed the hungry, support dreams, and create lasting legacies that stretch far beyond your lifetime. Picture this: a small village struggling with access to clean water, where children and families walk miles under the scorching sun in search of a basic necessity. Now, envision someone who once held tremendous wealth, deciding to use it for the greater good. This individual invested in building wells, transforming not only the village's access to water but igniting hope, health, and opportunity. That story is not just an isolated event, it's a beacon, a vivid example of how your resources can change destinies. Your dollars can change destinies, chosen one. Every act of generosity carries with it the power to change lives. When you use your wealth to build schools, you are laying the foundation for future generations to thrive intellectually and spiritually. When you feed the hungry, you provide nourishment for bodies and hope for souls, creating a ripple effect of compassion that can span continents. And when you support dreams, whether by funding a budding entrepreneur or empowering a community project, you become the catalyst for innovation and growth, ensuring that the blessings you receive multiply and extend far beyond your personal sphere. Think about the legacy you wish to leave behind. Ask yourself, what mark will my wealth leave on this world? With every investment in the welfare of others, you are not merely accumulating riches, you are sculpting a future filled with opportunity, joy, and divine purpose. Every school you help build becomes a temple of learning, every meal you provide becomes a testament to God's mercy, and every dream you support becomes a stepping stone to a brighter, more hopeful world. This is your moment to act with intention and vision. Begin by identifying the areas where your contributions can make the most significant impact: local communities, underfunded schools, charities that feed the hungry, or initiatives that empower the marginalized. Let your decisions be guided by the unyielding belief that every act of kindness, every investment in someone's future, is an echo of God's love working through you. Now, as you step into this role of purposeful stewardship, remember that faith unlocks the potential of every blessing. Your wealth, when used with wisdom and compassion, becomes an endless cascade of opportunities for change. Embrace this divine calling and let your actions be a living testimony of the power of faith in action. Let's continue this journey by exploring how faith itself unlocks even greater potential, transforming not just resources, but hearts and communities. Chosen one, as you step into this season of promise, let me share a timeless truth with you: faith is the bridge between promise and provision. It is the powerful, unwavering force that connects the dreams of your heart with the abundant blessings that God has prepared just for you. Without faith, the divine promises remain only words; with it, the impossible is transformed into reality. Faith moves mountains. Start now. Imagine a child looking up to a parent with complete trust, knowing that every need will be met. That same trust is available to you when you embrace God's plan. Every time you pray, meditate, and choose to believe, you create a direct line to the source of all miracles. These practices aren't just rituals, they are the keys that unlock the treasure trove of divine abundance in your life. Think back on the moments when doubt held you captive. Consider the challenges that once seemed insurmountable. Now, envision replacing every doubt with a deep-seated trust in God. When you choose to trust, you become a co-creator in the masterpiece of your destiny. Trusting God means that even the greatest obstacles shrink before your faith. It is this trust that turns trials into triumphs, sorrow into joy, and scarcity into boundless provision. Every day, let your faith be the driving force that propels you forward. Embrace the urgency of belief with every fiber of your being. When you speak the words, "My God has my back," you are declaring that the mountains before you are no match for the power of His love. Remember, faith is not a passive hope, it is an active, bold choice to step into the unknown, secure in the knowledge that God's promises are real and enduring. Pause for a moment and allow this truth to sink deeply into your soul. Imagine standing on the edge of a vast canyon, with the only bridge being your faith. That bridge connects the dry, barren lands of doubt to the lush, fertile fields of divine provision. With every step you take on that bridge, you move closer to a life where miracles are not occasional events but a continuous, living reality. Your journey requires that you nurture this faith with constant practice. Pray fervently, meditate on scriptures that affirm God's unwavering support, and let your belief be a daily mantra. As you do so, watch how the world around you transforms. The challenges that once seemed overwhelming will give way to opportunities, and every setback will be met with an even greater comeback, fueled by the strength of your trust in Him. With faith, you are ready for a new season, a season of flourishing abundance and divine favor. Trust in the promise that every challenge is but a stepping stone to a greater blessing. Embrace this moment with passion and urgency, knowing that the power of faith can move mountains and change destinies. Now is the time to let go of doubt, to trust fully, and to watch as the extraordinary unfolds before your very eyes. Your faith is the key, and with it, nothing is impossible. Chosen one, this is your harvest time, abundance is here. Step into this vibrant season where the fruits of your faith and perseverance have ripened into a bountiful display of blessings. As you open your eyes to this new chapter, notice the unmistakable signs: favor that seems to follow you like a loyal companion, doors opening in places you never expected, and gifts, both big and small, that arrive as tokens of divine provision. Picture the tide turning, as if the universe itself is conspiring in your favor. Every step you take now is infused with purpose and promise. The air is charged with possibility, and the energy around you is unmistakably celebratory. This isn't just another season, it's a transformative era marked by breakthroughs and miraculous turnarounds. It's time to set aside any lingering doubts and embrace the abundant life that awaits. In this season of harvest, every challenge you faced was preparing you for this very moment. Your struggles have been the soil in which the seeds of your success were sown. And now, like a farmer witnessing his fields bursting with ripeness, you see that all your hard work is coming to fruition. The universe is offering you signs, a kind word that lifts your spirit, an unexpected opportunity knocking at your door, or a serendipitous meeting that sparks new ideas. These are not coincidences, they are divine confirmations that you are on the path to greatness. As you stand on the brink of this new season, let your heart be filled with excitement and anticipation. The promise of this time is clear: now is the moment to step boldly into your destiny. Imagine yourself walking confidently into rooms where opportunities abound, where every handshake and conversation is imbued with the potential to change lives. Your journey is not just about personal success, it's about becoming a beacon of hope and inspiration for others. Every act of courage, every decision taken with faith, adds to the legacy of abundance that you are destined to leave behind. Take a deep breath and let the energy of this season fill you. Feel the surge of empowerment as you realize that you are stepping into a chapter where every day brings fresh opportunities. The tide is turning, and the momentum is on your side. Now is the time to embrace change, to celebrate every little victory, and to keep your eyes open for the countless blessings that are waiting to manifest. Let the excitement of this harvest season propel you forward, fueling your determination to make the most of every moment. Opportunities await, let's uncover them together. With each new dawn, remind yourself that the universe is on your side, showering you with favor, opening doors, and gifting you unexpected blessings. Embrace this season with open arms, knowing that your faith and hard work have paved the way for a future brimming with potential. Step boldly into this new chapter, chosen one, for your time of abundance is not just a promise, it's your reality. Chosen one, have you ever noticed that God's gifts often hide in plain sight? In the hustle and bustle of everyday life, many of us overlook the subtle signs of divine favor, mistaking them for mere coincidences. Yet, these moments, seemingly small and inconspicuous, are the universe's way of whispering hope and guidance into your heart. They are hidden opportunities, gems waiting to be discovered by those who are willing to look deeper and seek His wisdom. Consider the art of discernment as a sacred skill, one that requires you to slow down, observe, and listen carefully to what God is whispering to you. Every encounter, every passing moment, might be laden with hidden blessings. The key is to remain open and receptive, trusting that every seemingly insignificant detail holds the potential to transform your destiny. Ask yourself, what is God trying to show me today? And let that question guide you as you navigate through life. To help you spot this hidden gold, begin by cultivating a practice of reflection and mindfulness. Spend time in quiet meditation, where you allow the noise of the world to fade and your spirit to attune to divine guidance. In these moments, you might find that what once seemed like an ordinary event, a casual conversation with a stranger, an unexpected phone call, or even a challenge at work, carries an underlying message of opportunity. It is as if God is planting seeds of abundance in the most unanticipated places. Take, for example, the story of a humble entrepreneur who, during a routine networking event, engaged in a brief chat with a stranger. That chance meeting eventually led to a collaboration so fruitful that it blossomed into $1 million deal. What initially appeared to be an ordinary conversation turned into a pivotal moment of transformation, simply because the individual had the wisdom to recognize the hidden blessing in that encounter. This is the power of discernment, a keen ability to see potential where others see none. Moreover, the practice of seeking God's wisdom is not limited to grand, sweeping gestures. It's about appreciating the beauty in the details. It might be noticing that the very same door that once seemed closed is now ajar, inviting you to explore new avenues. It might be a subtle shift in circumstances that nudges you to take a leap of faith. By maintaining a posture of openness and curiosity, you position yourself to receive the bountiful surprises that God has in store for you. And remember, your newfound wealth and blessings aren't just for your personal gain. They carry the potential to bless others in ways that ripple far beyond your immediate circle. When you learn to recognize and harness these unseen opportunities, you also unlock the ability to extend your abundance to those in need. Your discernment becomes a beacon of light, guiding not only your path but also inspiring others to look for the hidden treasures in their own lives. So, what's God whispering to you today? Listen closely. Seek His wisdom, trust in the subtle cues of divine favor, and let your heart remain open to the unexpected gifts that come your way. As you become more adept at recognizing these unseen opportunities, you'll find that every challenge transforms into a stepping stone and every ordinary moment conceals the extraordinary. Your wealth, both spiritual and material, begins to shine even brighter when you learn to see the gold that lies hidden in plain sight. And as you continue on this journey, remember that your blessings are meant to multiply, touching lives, igniting dreams, and paving the way for a legacy of generosity and hope. Chosen one, your blessings have a power that extends far beyond your own life. They ripple outwards, inspiring hope in every heart they touch. When you experience abundance, it's not a solitary victory, it's a beacon that lights up the lives of others, reminding them that God's goodness is real and ever-present. Your journey is a testimony to divine favor, and every step you take in faith has the power to uplift those around you. Think of your blessings as seeds planted in a vast garden. As these seeds grow, they bear fruit that nourishes not just you, but everyone who comes near. Your win lifts us all. Every time you share your abundance, whether it's through a kind word, a generous act, or tangible support, you spark a chain reaction of positivity and hope. You become a living example of God's promise, a light that shines in dark places, offering comfort and inspiration to those in need. Consider the simple act of giving. When you choose to share your blessings, you are not diminishing your own wealth, instead, you are multiplying it. The act of giving creates an energy that reverberates far beyond its immediate impact. It is like tossing a stone into a still pond, the ripples travel outward, touching every shore. Your generosity not only provides for immediate needs but also plants the seeds for future abundance. In every smile you create, every life you touch, the divine light of hope is kindled, and God's goodness is affirmed. In our community, each success story is interwoven with acts of kindness and sharing. When one of us rises, we all rise. Your abundance serves as a reminder that we are all connected, that every blessing carries with it the potential to transform lives. It's a shared journey, where your victories become communal celebrations. The warmth of your generosity builds bridges, fostering relationships and inspiring others to pursue their own dreams with unwavering faith. And remember, the impact of your generosity is not limited by time or place. The ripple effect of your blessings can be felt in unexpected ways, a timely word of encouragement, a well-timed donation, or even a simple act of kindness that turns someone's day around. Timing is everything, let's talk about that. There is a divine order to every moment, and often, the universe orchestrates encounters that allow your light to shine at just the right moment. When you share your abundance, you become a conduit for God's timely intervention in the lives of others. Embrace this role with joy and confidence. Your ability to inspire hope and transform lives is a divine gift. Stand tall as a testimony of God's goodness, knowing that every act of giving and every word of encouragement is a step toward a more compassionate, abundant world. When you give, abundance multiplies, not just in your life, but in the lives of everyone you touch. Your blessings are a powerful reminder that love, generosity, and faith can create a wave of change that lifts us all. So, step forward with a heart full of gratitude and a spirit eager to share. Let your light shine bright, illuminating the path for others and creating a legacy of hope, unity, and divine generosity. Remember, chosen one, your journey is not only about personal success, it's about inspiring a community to believe in the power of abundance and the transformative impact of shared blessings. Chosen one, remember this: God's clock is perfect, trust it. In the rhythm of life, divine timing isn't merely about moments ticking by, it is the sacred cadence that orchestrates every blessing and breakthrough in your journey. When you learn to trust in God's perfect timing, you open yourself to a flow of abundance that aligns with His will, and soon, you'll see that blessings aren't random, they're purposefully delivered. Consider timing as the heartbeat of the universe. It's not a matter of rushing or delaying, it's about synchronizing your desires with the divine plan. When you align yourself with His will, you step into a current where everything falls into place. Sync with His will, and blessings flow, is more than a phrase, it's an invitation to live in harmony with a force greater than yourself. In every setback and every triumph, there lies a divine appointment waiting to unfold if only you trust the process. I once heard the story of a faithful entrepreneur who had endured years of quiet perseverance. For a long time, every effort he made seemed met with silence and closed doors. Yet, rather than succumbing to despair, he chose to wait patiently, anchored in faith. He believed that God's timing was unfolding as it should, even when his heart ached for immediate results. And then, one day, the tides turned. An unexpected opportunity arose. A chance encounter at a modest networking event turned into a life-altering business deal. Before long, what had once seemed like modest beginnings transformed into a windfall of millions. His steadfast faith and willingness to wait had opened the door to prosperity beyond his wildest dreams. His story stands as a testimony that when you trust in God's clock, miracles materialize. In moments when you feel the urge to force the outcome, pause and reflect, wait, and watch Him work. This isn't a call to inaction but a reminder that divine alignment requires patience. Each moment of waiting is a lesson, each delay a stepping stone, refining your character and preparing you for the riches that are destined to flow into your life. It is during these pauses that God aligns the universe in your favor, creating opportunities that you never imagined possible. As you grow in your understanding of divine timing, you'll begin to see that every experience, every challenge and every triumph, builds your legacy. Your journey isn't just about acquiring wealth, it's about cultivating wisdom and character that will inspire others long after your own blessings have multiplied. This builds your legacy. Let's look ahead to the future where your life, rich in experience and abundance, becomes a beacon for those seeking hope and guidance. So, hold fast to your faith and trust that God's clock is ticking in perfect time. Embrace the quiet moments of waiting as opportunities for spiritual growth, and remember that when you align with His will, miracles are inevitable. With patience, wisdom, and a heart attuned to divine timing, you'll see that every moment is an integral part of the masterpiece of your destiny. Trust in the process, for His timing is always perfect. Chosen one, envision a future where your wealth not only enriches your life but also shapes the world for generations to come. Every decision you make today is a brushstroke on the vast canvas of tomorrow. Your wealth is not just a personal triumph, it's a powerful force that molds the destiny of your family, your community, and even the generations that will follow. Picture a legacy of gold, a testament to a life lived with purpose, where every act of stewardship and every thoughtful investment creates ripples of prosperity far into the future. As you build your wealth, think of it as laying the foundation for a grand structure, a monument to hope and possibility. It's about setting up your family for success, funding dreams that once seemed out of reach, and empowering those around you to reach their full potential. Each financial decision is a seed planted in the fertile soil of legacy. What will they say about you in 100 years? Will your name be remembered as one who hoarded riches, or as a visionary who used every blessing to light the way for others? Imagine your descendants gathering around, their lives transformed by the foresight and generosity you demonstrated. They will speak of you not just in monetary terms, but as a beacon of inspiration, a person whose legacy of abundance created opportunities, sparked innovation, and fostered a culture of giving. Your wealth is the instrument through which you can fund dreams, support educational pursuits, and even create institutions that continue to serve the greater good long after you have passed the torch. Set up your family with robust foundations, a family that understands that true prosperity is measured not only by material wealth but by the richness of character, compassion, and vision. Every dollar you invest in education, every resource you channel into nurturing talent, and every opportunity you provide for others becomes a building block of a future filled with promise. Consider it an invitation to your loved ones and community to step into a legacy where every generation builds upon the successes of the last. As you look ahead, let your vision be grand. Embrace the idea that your wealth is a catalyst for transformative change. Picture yourself as a sculptor, carving out a future where abundance and generosity are interwoven, creating a tapestry of progress and goodwill. Your actions today echo into eternity. The thoughtful planning and bold initiatives you undertake now will become the cornerstone of a legacy admired by all, a legacy that sings the timeless refrain of hope, resilience, and divine favor. Now, as we wrap this up with final encouragement, remember, the journey toward building a lasting legacy is both a privilege and a responsibility. Stand tall, knowing that every effort you make contributes to a future where your impact is felt by countless lives. Aspire to leave behind more than just wealth, aim to leave a legacy that inspires, uplifts, and transforms. Your wealth shapes tomorrow, and your legacy is the living, breathing testament to a life well lived, one that continues to give, inspire, and shine for centuries to come. Chosen one, as we arrive at the end of this divine message, take a moment to reflect on the transformative journey we've shared. We've covered the promise of eternal provision, the power of unwavering faith, the profound impact of sharing your blessings, and the legacy you are destined to build. Every word spoken has been an invitation to step into the abundant life God has meticulously planned for you, a life where lack is replaced with limitless grace. From the very first moment, you learn that you are chosen. God's promise is clear: lack ends now, and abundance begins. This isn't just a hopeful statement, it's a declaration of divine truth. Every step you take in faith brings you closer to a reality where every need is met, where every challenge is transformed into an opportunity for growth and triumph. Your journey through faith has shown you that when you trust in God's perfect timing and His unending love, miracles become your everyday reality. We also discovered that your blessings are not meant to be hoarded but shared. Your wealth, when used with a generous heart, becomes a powerful tool that uplifts those around you. Imagine your blessings as seeds planted in a fertile field. Each act of kindness and every generous deed creates ripples that spread far beyond your immediate reach. Your influence, your success, your very existence becomes a beacon of hope, inspiring others to believe that abundance is possible for everyone. This is the profound impact of a life lived in service to God's purpose. And what legacy will you leave? Picture a future where your wealth shapes tomorrow, a legacy of gold, not just in material terms, but in the hearts and lives you touch. Consider the generations that will look back and say, they were a visionary, a leader whose faith and generosity changed the course of many lives. Every decision you make today builds a bridge to that radiant future. Your legacy is being woven with each act of faith, each moment of trust, and each blessing that you extend to others. Now, as we conclude this message, the time has come for you to act. Remember, you're chosen, lack ends now, and abundance begins. To claim this divine inheritance, comment 777 below and share this message with someone who needs it. Spread this hope and let the light of God's blessings touch every corner of the world. Step into your divine destiny. God's wealth is yours forever. This is your moment to shine, to be a catalyst for change, and to leave a legacy that echoes through eternity. Embrace the power of faith, seize the blessings that are rightfully yours, and let your life stand as a testament to the everlasting love and provision of our Creator. Now, go forth with bold confidence and unwavering determination, knowing that every step you take is guided by divine favor. Your future is radiant, your destiny is assured, and this is your moment.